Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Forward DFW together with the Dallas Morning News. I'm Ron Corning, and this really is one of my favorite events of the year. And for the fourth time this year, we are covering it for you. It's called The Pitch, brought to you by the United Way. And the pitch is really a party with a big payoff. The payoff not just for mission-focused organizations that come together to collect prize money for their missions, but it's a payoff for anybody who attends, an opportunity to really network and understand what's happening in the community. And perhaps you're among those entrepreneurs looking to do something that's really mission-based in your community. We have our 5 finalists this year standing by. There they are. Nice to see all of you. And they are going to give us their 15-second elevator pitch before the pitch, which, by the way, comes up on May 2nd at the Toyota Music Factory. We'll give you all the details on that coming up. Susan Hoff, meantime, is here. She's the Chief Strategy and Impact Officer with the United Way. Susan, nice to see you.
It's great to see you.
And as we talk about your position as an impact officer, give me a sense of the impact you believe this event has had on so many of these mission-based organizations in our community.
Well, the impact of the pitch and the Social Innovation Accelerator, which is a partnership with Accenture, has been tremendous. We're actually celebrating our 10th year of this work. And through that time, both through our accelerator as well as our incubator, which is an early stage program for newer organizations, we have had 100 organizations go through the program, 100 over the last 10 years. And collectively, they've served almost 350,000 people across North Texas in education, income, and health. So it's a tremendous impact. It's just, it's absolutely fabulous to see this work moving forward.
Susan, I've said this in years past. Money is not everything when it comes to fueling an organization like this, but let's be real. You can't do much without it. But what you do with the incubator program and the social innovator program, or the innovation accelerator program, of which all of these finalists have been a part, over the last year, they have gotten a real education in what it means to run their mission organization, fund it, and reach people with awareness. How do you feel like even those who don't walk away with prize money, how do they walk away better at what they do you think?
Well, they walk away, the mentorship, which you mentioned, which we partner our fellows, is what we call our social innovators, with professionals who either have run businesses themselves, are entrepreneurs, but they have real business acumen. And so they learn about scaling their organization, about building a strong board, about building a strong resource development plan, all the things you really need to make sure you have the infrastructure to continue your work and grow it. But as you said, money's important. I mean, you need both. And so the beauty of the accelerator work and the innovation work we do at United Way is combining both human capital, those resources of bringing business partners, as well as seed capital, real money. And that's a killer combination.
And when they have all of those pieces in place, they're then able to better raise money on their own.
Yes.
With various fundraising means, or just drawing on their donor base.
Collectively, as I said, over the years, the organizations that we work with, so almost 100 or more than 100, they've collectively raised over $60 million after their experience with the accelerator. So, they start with us, and that's a pretty big return on investment, not only the people they're serving, but also the amount of capital they're able to draw down to grow their businesses.
Yeah, so there's the seed money. And by definition, what we're saying is we're planting a seed. We're giving you something you need. You water it, and then you're able then to go out and grow and grow and grow in that way. And just this event alone, as I understand it by the numbers, collectively last year, the winners walked away with $250,000.
Exactly.
This year, it's up to $275,000.
Yes.
How do you continue to fund this at a larger level?
So we have some really amazing sponsors. As I said, we have a long-term partnership with Accenture. This year, PNC Bank and Amazon are 2 of our presenting sponsors, but we also have other communities providers, the McDermott Foundation, the Gary and Sarah R. Foundation. organization, more and more people coming on board because they see the incredible value.
And another part of it is getting the community and the public to rally around the pitch, this big event coming up on May 2nd. They may be inspired to take some of this back to their own companies. They may be inspired to give money to these organizations because they see the impact it's having in the community. And that's why we want to let you know about what we call the pitch, which is the event. It's also a party. There's a lot involved with the party, and the payoff, again, not just for the contestants, but for those of you who attend, who want to learn more about how you can get involved moving forward in the future. So our top 5 finalists are standing by. We're going to hear each of their pitches ahead of the pitch coming up in just a moment. Don't miss out on The Pitch, powered by PNC and Amazon, Thursday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. at the Pavilion at Toyota Music Factory. Tickets are $50, but you can save $15 with the promo code FORWARD. Your parking, open bar, and food are covered. Don't miss out on this incredible live competition and networking event. Go to unitedwaydallas.org/The Pitch to purchase your tickets now.
When I first applied to the United Way Social Innovation Accelerator, I actually didn't think I had a chance. United Way is such a credible organization. That is exactly why I applied, because I wanted to be backed by an organization that had so much credibility, and the networking and the partners involved and the sponsors involved. I'm just so excited that I was picked to be part of this wonderful organization.
All right, we are back. You just heard from Sherry Garcia. She's the 2021 winner of The Pitch back in 21. And Susan Hoff, she was a little surprised she won.
She was surprised that she was on stage at all. And she was, but well-deserved. And wow, what a presentation.
Well, it goes to show, too, the evolution of her experience from coming in skeptical that she even had something that people would be interested in, something that would resonate, and she ends up being a winner. And we should say that this money is spread out really in a variety of ways where everyone walks away a winner. So among those, our 5 finalists are here today. Nice to see all of you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we are kicking things off with Princella, whose organization is Delighted to Doula. And you're really focused here, Princella, on healthcare for women, but in a very specific way. Tell us more.
Yeah. So we have actually changed the landscape of postpartum care for mothers. And so our goal is to eliminate maternal mortality. And we do that by providing postpartum doula support to mothers immediately after birth. And our hope is to spot symptoms that may be associated with a morbidity or mortality.
So incredibly valuable. Courtney Hamilton, Tech Savvy DFW. Your focus is on education in the STEM space. What do you think allows you to stand out?
Well, what we're doing is we're working to revolutionize IT training by combining comprehensive tech education with soft skills development and job placement services. We are a one-stop shop for students, and we're on a mission to bridge the digital divide in low-income and underserved communities across the Metroplex.
And are you getting cooperation from school systems who value the work that you're doing?
Very much so. We just landed a bid with Richardson ISD for the next 3 years to provide comprehensive IT training for their high schools, 4 of them.
So Courtney, you're already winning really in a way. And I think that only solidifies your place here among the competition. I can tell you all are looking at each other going, all right, here we go. The competition's heating up. Robin Head with Entryway DFW. You're focusing on homelessness, and you're also, it sounds like, building relationships with the real estate industry. That really strikes my sense of curiosity. Explain that to me.
Yeah. At Entryway, we're opening the doors for opportunity for individuals facing situational homelessness, people who may have had a job loss or are lost during COVID, and we're helping them with career training, job placement, and housing, all within the multifamily real estate industry. So when we help place someone in a job, they don't only get a job, but they also get an apartment to live in at a discounted rate. And so it knocks off several key issues all at the same time for those we serve.
Well, and you're acknowledging the whole person care that I think is so important. If someone's suffering in one way, it's likely a part of something else that's happening as well and addressing it from all sides. We're circling back to education here a little bit with Roy Scott and healthy hip hop. I don't need to say any more than that to hint to people that this involves music. Roy, explain to me what's happening.
Absolutely. Well, healthy hip hop is the urban Disney, infusing hip hop culture with innovative technology, education, and positive attributes to improve student learning environments at school and at home.
That's all you got, Roy?
Well, you said 15 seconds. I could keep going.
Listen,
we know hip hop is the voice of our youth, and we want to use this to transform this next generation of children and get them excited about education, get them reading on grade level, and really have a positive impact here in the DFW area.
No, I said that to just underscore the fact that you all are so effectively succinct and able to communicate your message in a way that leaves people really with no questions about what you do and how passionate you are. And we're going to round this out.
I was going to start rapping on you in a second.
Hey, you have something for us? You want to freestyle? I'll give you 15 more seconds.
Listen, I don't want to trouble you. I'm just trying to spit some game on DFW. You feel me? So that's it. Just something real quick. You might get more later at the pitch, though. Just, maybe a little teaser.
Now, listen, if that doesn't inspire someone to come out, Roy Scott freestyling at the pitch. All right, Roy, thank you so much. All right, we're going to round things out with Cecily Smith with Abide Women's Health Services. Cecily, tell us what your specific focus is.
Yes, absolutely. So Abide is a maternal justice organization that exists to improve birth outcomes in communities with the lowest quality of care. We do this by offering healthcare and complementary services that are easily accessible, holistic, evidence-based, and free from judgment. And also, just so you know, we also do this by implementing a care model that is proven to reduce infant and maternal mortality rates.
Let me ask you something, Cecily. Did you know any one of the other contestants, any one of the other 5 finalists before you started this program a year ago?
Absolutely.
You did.
Absolutely. Yes. I know Priscilla Moore with Delighted to Doula. We actually partnered together with our work.
And I ask that because there is, in many ways, overlap in what each of you does. By being part of this program, have you been better able to communicate amongst yourselves how you might be able to help each other out, whether it be with information, enlightenment, awareness, or even how you've structured each of your missions?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Our organizations really go hand in hand. At Abide, we provide the clinical services that are incredibly needed in our community. And with Delighted to Doula, they offer postpartum services. And so we're able to provide a streamlined approach and continuity of care for those in our community. It's been phenomenal.
Courtney and Roy, both of you in the education space with STEM and with healthy hip hop. What do the conversations sound like between the two of you?
We had some great conversations so far. I mean, I think most important about this program is like the brotherhood and the fellowship. So, and with everybody, but then also talking about how we can partner up, how we can serve the communities and DISD, even with his new contract at Richardson. So I think the fellowship and just the synergies on the work we're doing, there's a lot of different ways we can make impact.
So Courtney, you'd be open to infusing hip hop and music into maybe your program if it seems like it's a good fit.
Certainly, Ron. And when I was growing up, there used to be a book that we used to read called Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul. And so
yeah,
Roy and I have been trying to brainstorm on how can we do that in a music version of some sort.
Yeah. And Robin, I can imagine as your other two fellow colleagues here deal with issues of women's health care and prenatal care and single parenthood and so forth, there might be an element of housing or homelessness there. And so you all are having that conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. As you talked about, multi issues that people face. And, when you have a job and a home, you still need healthcare. You still need access to those type of things. You still need to educate your children. And so there is a synergy that goes between all of us. And just the inspiration of everybody that's in this program has been, so influential to me and my path.
Well, you all stand by because we still have another round of questions for you about what you will do with this prize money as we wrap up this segment here. Thank you all for joining us. Susan Hoff will join us as well when we come back here in just a moment. United Way of Metropolitan Dallas wants to thank its supporters for making the Social Innovation Accelerator and The Pitch possible. All right, we are back and talking about The Pitch, the big event, May 2nd at Toyota Music Factory. Susan Hoff is here, and the hope this year is 1,500 attendees.
That's our goal. We grow it every year, but this year we want to blow it out of the house.
And those folks who join, those 1,500, they're the audience. They have an opportunity to vote.
They do.
For the audience award, and that amounts to a $30,000
prize that you get to award as being part of the audience. So, that's a great participation opportunity, but it's also an opportunity. It is fun. That's what I would say. You learn a lot, but it's a lot of fun. It is the party you want to be at.
And I said this last year, for $50 and the discount, if you use the code forward, you're getting open bar, music, fellowship, networking, all of that stuff. And you get to meet these fine folks who we've been talking to here. And that lends itself to our next question to our finalists here. I'll start with you, Robin. What will you do with the prize money?
Absolutely. So it's going to help us elevate to the next level. We are going to provide more training to more individuals. The more in-person training we can do, the quicker we can place somebody. And so that's integral to our mission. Our goal by 2024 is to place 100 individuals every year, which will be over an $8 million impact to our community. So these funds are going to go a long way in helping us reach that goal.
Yeah, I love that you're able to sort of quantify over time what that amount of money means in a broader sense to the community. Cecily, what are your plans?
Yes, absolutely. So Abide is in South Dallas, and we recently acquired a mobile unit. And so our goal is to expand our services into Fort Worth and all across DFW. And so in order to do that, we'll be able to use these funds to expand services, these much needed services to the DFW community.
All right, Roy, you're up next. What will you do with the money to help out healthy hip hop?
Yeah, for us, we currently have a contract with the DISD. So right now we're in about 30 schools, and we're looking at using this capital to expand that to over 100 schools here with the DISD. And then also even extend that into after school programming with supporting partners like the Boys and Girls Clubs and different supporting organizations to reach the kids at school and in after school programming. So it's going to be a huge push for us.
Yeah. So money to each of these organizations ends up helping other organizations as well. Princella with Delighted to Doula. Yes. What is the most pressing issue for you right now where you could see this money do the most amount of good?
Expansion. We have currently, we're in DFW, Tarrant County area. And so we need to hire doulas there, train doulas there. We're also in Houston now. And so that will bring aboard more community-based postpartum doulas that we need to bring on. But we also just recently spoke with someone that wants us to expand to Atlanta. And so those funds will also provide us to be able to hire postpartum doulas in that area as well.
So yeah, that's another important point. Each of you has created something that could be a model for other communities around the country. Courtney, when you hear that and you know that that money can do good for your program in STEM and that others may pick up on what you're doing, how does that make you feel?
It excites me. And to your point, yes, we have people knocking at our door asking if we can package up what we have and send it into other markets, including Baltimore and Atlanta. The money for us is going to be very impactful and will help us expand our reach throughout the DFW area. And we look to provide each one of our students with laptops, which is a critical issue in the communities that we serve. Many of the students don't have laptops to complete their homework. After they finish school, through the school year, they have to return those laptops.
Yeah. And so making sure they always have accessibly the tools they need to really excel and meet their full potential. Well, thank you all. Good luck on May 2nd at the Pitch. I know this is going to be a great event. We're hoping for 1,500 people to turn out, and I'll be there rooting you all on as well. Susan Hoff, when you hear about all this great work, how they're so firmly planted in the center of their mission, how does that make you feel?
It makes me so proud. Roy said it well. This really is, fellow is what we call our entrepreneurs, fellowship. And to think about what I knew about these guys just a little over a year ago, how far they've come and the difference they are going to make in the world, it makes me so hopeful and so proud.
And so you would say what to someone out there now who maybe is at their place of business? Right. They've been asked to come forward with an idea for something that's mission-based, or someone who's looking to start a nonprofit. They're feeling overwhelmed. They're feeling like they don't really know how to navigate it. What would you say to them?
So I'd say our application for next year's accelerator opens on April 8th. Go to our website, unitedwaydallas.org. You can get all the information about how do you apply, and come join us. We have really big issues in North Texas. We also have huge opportunity and amazing people who are making a difference.
And like Sherry Garcia.
Who
reluctantly filled out that application and wondered, am I good enough for this? Is this concept good enough? Will it reach people? She ended up being a winner in the course of a year. And I think that's a testament, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Susan Hoff, thank you for everything you do. Really appreciate it, from United Way. And thank you all for watching Forward DFW together with the Dallas Morning News. I'm Ron Corning. We will see you next time. Find out how you can get involved next year as a fellow. Accelerator applications are now open. Visit unitedwaydallas.org/innovation to learn more and apply. To learn more about United Way of Metropolitan Dallas and all they do to improve access to education, income, and health in our community, go to unitedwaydallas.org. And don't miss out on The Pitch, Thursday, May 2nd at the Pavilion at Toyota Music Factory.